Hello and welcome to Mando Goes Racing, and today we're in Assetto Corsa. We're going to have a look at the three cars that make up the Virtual Racing Cars Tourers Pack. Now they are the Fortix Mando, which is this car, which is basically a 99 Ford Mondeo. The Vorax Vector, which is the Vauxhall Vector. And the Gojira Ascent, which is actually a Honda, was it Accord? Accord. I think it was Accord. Now these are, as it says, not based on any specific year or specific make or model, which is them just covering their arse, because if people go, oh, it's one of them, they'll potentially go, we want a licence fee. But whatever. Now, we'll have a quick look in the showroom at it. You can see, we can go around it anyway, but we'll have a quick look in the showroom. It's a nicely modelled car. I'll shut up for a minute whilst you're looking at it. And we're back, and yeah, nicely modelled car. Each of these comes in two versions. There's the version that uses the plain ordinary AC, and there's the version that uses the custom shaders patch. Unfortunately, it uses custom shaders patch at 0.1.80. I don't have that because it's not publicly available yet, so I don't know what differences there are, but hopefully it means it's better. Who knows? But we're going to drive it in its bog standard default format, bog standard default everything. I've got the tyre warmers on. We're going to go around Silverstone Grand Prix circuit. This is not the circuit they would have driven in the British Touring Cars, because they would have been doing the international circuit, but the international circuit is different to what it was back in the sort of 90s. Oh, I keep getting bloody USB disconnect noises, that's damned annoying. Quite solid FFB initially. Bit of a knock as you go over the edges of the joins between the track and the curb. In fact, a hell of a knock. That's actually quite annoying. Brakes are overly sensitive, so you'd have to turn them down if you wanted to actually avoid locking up at the slightest push you have on the brake pedal there. I'm not sure how much pressure I applied, but I don't think it was 100%. We'll try it again. Yep, 80%, and we're locking up already. I'm not even sure which end of the car locked up there, but it's definitely a bit overly sensitive, so now we'll try a reasonably spirited outlap, but not too much. Loads of rotation, in fact probably a bit too much, as the back end sort of drifts along behind you, not always going in the same direction you want it to by the feel of it. Certainly quite easily lift off and get the extra rotation to complete the corner. In fact, a bit too much again, it feels like. Ooh, horrendous thud off the curb there. Oh, that's too much rotation. That's way too much rotation. That's definitely a little bit more than is required or acceptable, I think. It's a bit, there's the bloody USB ding again. I must work out what the hell's doing that, it's bloody annoying. Brakes are way too sensitive. Rear tyres are cooling down, no surprise, despite the sliding about. Try sticking a foot down a bit harder as we go through the corner to try and have a bit of maintenance throttle on to keep the back end under control, which isn't always easy when you've got a section like this, because basically the back end's slinging itself about. That's way too much rotation. I know you do want the car to rotate a bit, but that's just slightly too much. Just feels like it's about to go and sling itself down the road before you've even got a chance to recover it. Oh, is that legal? Maybe just. Oh, holy shit, that was terrible. That'll lose a second and a half in one easy lesson. Let's try that again and see if we can get it a bit better. Right, turned in a lot earlier, took a shit ton of curb, and that certainly stopped it rotating too much, because I basically made the corner a lot straighter. In torque steer terms, it doesn't feel too bad. There's a little bit there. That's where you can feel what the wheels are trying to straighten themselves out all the time, but in that respect it's not too bad. It's just way too much rotation. And there, it doesn't feel too bad. It's like I've got it, managed to get it balanced between the sort of push a bit of understeer and the oversteer from the turn in, sort of mid-cornerish. I don't think it's an aero issue though, it just feels like a mechanical grip issue. Like there, it's just, it goes and it just carries on. Like, it's something not quite right with the tyres maybe, I don't know. Again, what the fuck is going on there? It just starts to go and it's gone, and it doesn't feel like it wants to recover. Might have to do one extra lap here. And we've now got a hot spot on the tyre there, but that just feels weird. I know you expect a little bit of lift-off oversteer from a front-wheel drive car that's possibly not the newest one on the planet, but you would hope that it would be reasonably easy to drive. I'm not pushing it 100% or anywhere near it, I think, so again, way too much oversteer, and those brakes are really annoying. Whether it just needs some changes to the default setup, or whether it's just something fundamentally a little bit iffy with it, I'm not sure. We'll try and keep some throttle on all the way through the corner. I feel a little bit better. It's just one of those. You just have to drive in a slightly strange way, maybe. It just constantly feels like, is it going to rotate? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, as you go on and off the throttle. I know some people say, don't go on and off the throttle then. But there, again, hardly any effort to turn in, and the car's going, yeah, I'm going to rotate. It's just too much. It doesn't encourage you to actually drive it hard because you're so worried about it over rotating. There again, I mean, even when I'm powering through the corner, which you would hope with a front wheel drive car would be a case of you power through the corner and the back end just follows the front end. It doesn't feel like it wants to do that. It just feels like it almost feels like it might be four-wheel drive or it's like rear bias or something. Slightly weird. I mean, 2:15.5, that's not a bad lap time, but it just doesn't feel like it's there. It just, no, I'm not going to behave for you. So, yeah, that was a bit strange. So, onwards to the next one. So, back in a minute. Right, next up we have the Gojira Ascent. I'm just doing these in the order that they're presented in the list in Content Manager, so not trying to do anything clever. Right, again, really nicely modelled. We'll have a look at it in the showroom, and I'll shut up for a moment. Right, should be back from the showroom now. Apart from the fact the tyres are in the way. So you can't. Oh, that's better. Bloody cameraman standing in a stupid place. Right, let's try it. Again, we're just on default. You'll notice that we are, in fact, we got 20 degrees air, 28 asphalt, and we are on optimum track grip, so it's not like we're not got a reasonable amount of grip. One thing I didn't say about the last one, it got some weirdness with the certain revs with the sounds, like it was coughing and spluttering. And I'm thinking, if a car sounded like that, surely somebody in the Ford factory would have been going, "Oi, can we sort out the bloody carburation on this, because it's terrible." Going slightly overly sensitive brakes. Yeah, again. So again, you might want to wind that down. Again, nice positive feel to FFB initially, and again, it does not like edges on the curbs or the transitions between. Oh, even with a little bit of provocation, the back end stayed more or less where I expected it to be, yeah. On and off the throttle, it's not feeling like it's got excess rotation, so that's good. Very nice. Did what I expected it to, didn't try to kill me. This is the real test where we go through maggots and buckets and whether or not it fishtails through here. Reasonably well behaved. I didn't have to do anything particularly clever to try and keep the back end in line there, so which is what I was hoping the other car would do. So already I'm trying to push a bit harder because the car's behaving itself a bit better, so it did get a bit more rotation there. Dragging itself through the corner nicely. Well, we got a bit closer to that curb there as we're on this side of the car. Might have been better off a gear lower for that one. I know it's got auto blip, but I find it a bit less likely to lock the brakes or lock up if I'm giving it a bit of extra blip on the downshifts. Yeah, that's definitely a lot more neutral feeling than the Fortix. Not having to worry about giving it any maintenance throttle, and probably if I did, it would go through the corner even quicker. Not 100% sure what that lap time is relative to up the top there, as it's saying plus 0.15 from something. Probably the couple of practice laps I did earlier. Just feel it push a little bit on the front end as you get the power down, but generally speaking it's doing what you would expect of it and behaving itself quite nicely, so we're not a huge amount faster than we were in the other car. It just felt safer. We'll do another lap just to make sure we're there or thereabouts. I can't remember what I did earlier. Yeah, it's so much better balanced. It almost doesn't feel like front wheel drive. Almost. Try and keep it in bounds. This is where I get really cocky and screw it up, probably. Might have taken a bit too much curb there. A little bit of understeer out of maggots in the buckets there. Certainly gained a little bit of time. You can feel it pushing a bit there. See there, the back end went, but it was so controllable. It just slid a bit, got itself in line. Did lose a bit of time over it, but so there you have it. What, 3/4 of a second faster than the other car, and it actually feels like a slower car, but it's just so much easier to drive, which explains a lot. So I will do the replays and put them in a corner. So yeah, it feels like a completely different beast to the last one. So let's try the third one and see what we think of that. Back in a sec. Right, back again, this time with the Vorax Vector, or Voxel Vector. Again, really nicely modelled, and we'll have a look at it in the showroom. Just have a quick rotate. Back in a sec. Right, and we're back, and yeah, let's see how it compares with the other two. Hopefully better than the first one, and maybe better than the second one, who knows. Right. Slightly annoying red lights for you. Rev counter, again, overly sensitive brakes. Yep, definitely a bit. So in all cases I'll probably wind that down to, I don't know, 80, 70, something like that. Again, really nice initial FFB. Again, got that horrible clunk thump over the transition lines on this side there. I'm just trying to remember, was it on the left or right hand drive? I can't remember now. It's definitely a lot of pillar over there to block your view of the apex on left-handers. Right, that felt more like a four-wheel drift than it did a back-end sliding job, which is good news. It's reasonably balanced. It was like the gearing's a little bit shorter than the other two, or is that my imagination? I don't know. Hey, sounds nice. We'll let it pull from down here somewhere all the way to the red line to see if there's any weirdness in the sounds. Nope. Quite get that right. Locked the wheel and drifted a bit wide. Yeah, it's definitely a case of all three cars definitely got brakes that are way too sharp, so feel the front end push coming on at the start finish straight there. See what it translates to. A bit of an oddity there, sort of stopped gripping and then gripped again as I went on and off the throttle a bit to try and persuade it to stop rotating a bit. kicked again. Weird, it kicks. It only seems to kick when you're on a sort of straight edge. It doesn't seem to do it if you're going sort of transitioning across that curb. And again, way too much. See that? No kick at all. So it's obviously something to do with the way the tyres are done when they're just touching the edge, maybe. Yeah, kick. Very odd. And again, there was a little bit of a kick there, but that's a hell of a kick. Again, much better balanced, much less rotational rate. We'll get a real idea through here. There's a little bit, but not excessive again. So it feels much better balanced. It's certainly not feeling like it wants to kill you at every turn in, which is good news. I mean, in theory, the Fortix might be the quickest car on the lot if you've got the balls to hang on to it and the right driving technique. But I think if I remember rightly, in was it 99, the Ford team, was it 99, 98, the Ford team won some races where they were just so inconsistent. Maybe this is why, because their car was terrible at certain circuits but not at others. Slightly less kicky on the little bit of understeer there. Let's see if we can get a slightly better lap than that. That wasn't great. Like I said, that was I mean, the cars are all reasonably well balanced in terms of outright performance, but it's just how you feel while they're doing it is the problem. That was terrible. So they're balanced, but in terms of performance, but not necessarily balanced in terms of handling in the case of Vortex. But this thing's definitely, of the three, probably slightly less balanced than the Honda or the Gojira or what the hell it was called. Certainly felt better there. Now I can never remember what the colours are telling me on the thing up the top there. Is that telling me it's overpressure? Yeah, I think a few adjustments to the brakes would certainly help, because I just don't feel like I'm going to attack the braking zones at all, because I just feel like I'm going to lock up instantly. So 15 flat, so yeah, a little bit quicker than the Fortix, but not bad at all. So let's have a think. Right, the three cars together were what, £11 something, and about £4 each. I just click up the top here, I can tell you what they currently are. Was it in dollars? $11.02 for the pack, $4.29 per car. So you save a little bit. Couple of dollars basically. I can't remember what that was in pounds, but whatever. If you're going to buy an individual car, it'll be a toss-up between the Vector and the Ascent, I think. Possibly going with the Ascent, maybe. Don't think there's a huge amount between those two. The Fortix Mando, definitely a little bit tricky to drive. I don't know whether you dial that out or not. You might be able to. I also don't know, as I said, if the shaders patch, the latest version, makes a lot of difference because it's got different physics. I know there are plenty of people out there who put different physics in using shaders patch instead of the sort of bog standard AC stuff. I'm just thinking the sort of 3 cars that Patrick Marek has done, the S40, the BMW, and the, what the hell was the other one? Oh yeah, Nissan Primera, probably the one he's most famous for doing. BTC cars from 98, 99. They're all quite reasonable and solid, and they're as good, if not better, possibly, than the best in terms of handling. They're certainly easier to get a good lap time out. I think the last time I did the was it the Volvo around here, it was a couple of seconds quicker than that, so at least a second quicker, though I think that was slightly quicker than the other 2 cars. But again, you've got the same basic general handling of the 2 better handling cars here, with a nice rotation when it does that, but it's just weird the way the Mando there, once it gets to a certain point, it's not going to give you the car back. It's goodbye, you've gone. So yes, if they do make some changes to it, hopefully it should get better. I did have a look at the ARBs, and they're a bit all over the place. One of them's got softer front than rear. One's got about twice the hardness of the rear, and the Mando's about 5 times stiffer on the front than it is on the rear, which you would have, unless I'm completely getting this wrong, I thought softer arms on the back should stop it rotating, but maybe then it was softened up even more. I don't know. But, I mean, in terms of the quality of the modelling, the sounds and everything else, and the FFB, they feel great. It's just that one car is a little bit iffy, but like I said, they might dial it in as a bit better. But overall, for the price, like I said, it's $11, which is tenner-ish. That's not bad for 3 cars. So, but again, there are freebies that you can get from Race Department. If you just go AC cars, BTCC, you'll find at least 3 or 4 in there that are all really nice as well. So, yeah, if you want to do some sort of late 90s super tours, go for it. They were like the last of the last hurrah before they went for, we've got to make everything cheaper because all the manufacturers are fucking off, basically, which is what happened in 2001, was it? We introduced, forgot what they were called now. But basically they stopped the Super Tourer and replaced it with a cheaper class with sort of stock wheels, stock brakes, based on more hatchbacks rather than saloons as well, if I remember rightly. So yeah, this was like the last hurrah of the Super Tourers. So overall, yeah, they're not bad. Like I said, the Mando could do with something doing to it. Either that, or I'm just driving on a circuit that it doesn't like. I did try 2005 version of Silverstone and the international circuit, and it actually didn't feel too bad around there. Whether that's just different grip levels on that particular circuit, or whether that was just the type of circuit it is lent itself better, because you only go through the left right of maggots before you turn off to go onto the international circuit, as was. The international circuit on the current circuit is different, so that's why I didn't use it. So whether that's part of the problem is it's not set up for sort of like left right flex, and it just doesn't like them, or whether there's something fundamentally needs a little bit of tweaking, I'm not sure. Of course, your mileage may vary, but for me, for now, I think that'll do. Get them, don't get them. If you do get just one, I personally would go with the Ascent probably, or the Vector. They're fairly much of a muchness, those two. The Mando, not so much. I mean, it sounds alright, it looks alright, it just doesn't like going around corners. So if you've got a very short track with lots of straights and sort of slowish 90-degree corners that you don't have to chuck it into hard, you might be alright. Who knows? So, but for me, for now, I'll go on and just record these replays, and then I'll stick this out. So that'll do for now, and enjoy your racing. I'll see you soon. Goodbye. Where's me button?